Good day, everybody. This is One True Emperor, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about if the Chargers' vacant head coach uh, position is a good position for head coaches to apply for. So let's get into it. So I was watching one of these sports shows this week, and Justin Herbert and the Chargers came up. And the topic of that segment was, is the head coaching position at the Chargers a good position? And some of the panelists on the show said it was a good position, and some said it was an overrated position. And honestly, both sides made some points. And I believe that the head coaching position for the Chargers is a very, very good position for a coach to step into for a few reasons. Like the most important reason, the Chargers already have a franchise quarterback. No matter what I say about Justin Herbert, he has the talent to be a franchise quarterback. He has everything you want in him to be a franchise quarterback. And because of the numbers that he has put up in his first few years in the league, he has made us to believe that he is a franchise quarterback. But the problem with him is, like I said, is he does not know how to will his team. Now, that is another topic. That's not what we are here for today. Not only that, the Chargers roster is actually a talented roster. Yes, I understand that they've been dealing with injuries. I understand that their main players hasn't been showing up. I get all that. I feel like the players, in my own personal opinion, the players are just tired of Brandon Staley. You know, when I don't think they were playing for the coach. Honestly, I don't think they were playing for Brandon Staley. So you have a franchise quarterback, you have a good roster. You still have guys like Keenan Allen, you still have guys like Austin Eckler, you still have guys like Khalil Mack. Well, I think Khalil Mack, I think this is last year. Are they going to pay him? I don't know. That's a different case. You still have some guys. So any coach into that steps into this Chargers head coaching position, he doesn't have to go there and rebuild a whole team. No. Certain pieces are already in place. All he has to do is he has to establish a willing he has to establish a winning mentality in the team, and more especially in the quarterback. He has to let the quarterback know that he needs to have that mentality, that drive, that winning zeal to be able to take the team to where the Chargers and its fan base want to be. That's number one. Number two, he has to change the culture of the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers, they don't have a culture. They just have a pretty quarterback. Simple. They don't have a culture. They are dysfunctional. So the head coach that's going to take that position, that's all he needs to understand. He needs to understand that he just has to just come in with a winning mentality, come in with that zeal, be able to motivate the players. He doesn't really have much rebuilding to do. The Chargers are not in a rebuild mode. So I don't know why people are thinking that. They have a very good roster. They have a generational quarterback. So all they need is a coach that can install winning mentality and lead the team, because I don't think they have a leader on that team. Maybe you can say Austin Eckler, you can say Kenyon Allen, but I don't see or David James, but I don't see any leaders on that team. So that coach needs to come in and be the leader. Now, this is the catch, and that is why I agree with the other panelist when he said this head coaching position is an overrated position. And the reason why I believe this is an overrated position is because Chargers fans don't hold Justin Herbert responsible. So, no matter the failure of the Chargers, they would never blame Justin Herbert. And the coach needs to understand that the failure of the Chargers will be on his head, and the success of the Chargers will all be given to Justin Herbert. That is the bad part about taking this head coaching job. For me, that's the only downside. Because Justin Herbert has managed to blind a lot of people with his physical attributes and with his stats. But like I said, he is a loser and he doesn't have a winning mentality. And the fan base doesn't seem to blame him. Justin Herbert, to the Chargers fan base, can't do no wrong. So therefore, the head coach that is going to take this position needs to understand that. He needs to understand that. And he needs to accept that. But he also needs to change the culture and install or instill, whichever word it is, a winning mentality, a winning culture in that locker room. Also, the head coach needs to understand that players are getting old. So, yes, even though the roster is talented, they are getting old. That is why they have injuries here and there. So, he also needs to be a head coach that knows how to draft, that has a good scouting team. Because for me, within the next 2-3 years, that Chargers roster is going to have a whole lot of turnover. So he needs to understand that as well. So he also needs to be a coach that can plan ahead. So yeah, so in conclusion, the Chargers head position, the Chargers head coach position job is a very good position, and I think every coach should want to apply for that. And I think every coach should want to apply for that. But this is what I'm going to say to the LA Chargers ownership: just don't, just don't recycle your regular Ole white boy. Just don't do that. Don't recycle don't recycle these trash coaches because they are white and they look like you. What your fan base deserve is a competent coach that can get the job done. You made a mistake in hiring Brandon Staley. I'm talking to the owner or the ownership of the LA Chargers now. You made a mistake of hiring Brandon Staley. Now you have an opportunity to correct that mistake. And I applaud you, owner or ownership of the Chargers, for firing your general manager and Brandon Staley. You need to get a general manager that can build a roster and a coach that knows what talent to look for and has a winning mentality. And I'm telling you, if the Chargers can get the right general manager, if they can get the right coach with a quarterback like Justin Herbert, trust me, the, the Chargers can actually do some damages in the postseason going forth. So, in conclusion, the head coaching job is a good position, but the head coach needs to understand that Justin Herbert would never get any blame for his failures, that all the failures will be on his head, but all the success will be given to Justin Herbert. Anyways, that's it for today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another one. Have a good day.